And we're here on our second interview with Express Magazine in reference to keeping old school punk rock alive. And we're here in the organization here. We got here the best of the best. Rockers in Brooklyn, New York, and pass it down to my man Danny Boy from Dynasty.
You call me Danny what? Bushwick? Who used to be Dynasty? And we're no joke. The whole thing is that you're willing to challenge anybody out there. Up rock. Don't go into strictly up rock. Shit you never seen before.
Hi, my name is Bryant. I'm born in Brooklyn, originated from Brooklyn, and I'm from the East New York section. And to me, up rocking is what it's at. That's it. That's all I have to say. Is keep it real, so just keep everything going.
Hello, my name is Mike from Incredible, and I think what we're doing here is we're going to keep it alive for y'all young people. We all real dancers from way back, and I'd say we all good. That's all I got to say for now.
Hello, my name is Pete Rocks, and I'm a B-boy. I'm hanging out with these old school brothers, trying to keep the upright, thing alive, and hopefully I'm going to learn to be nasty too and rip shit up in the future, because I have a lot of energy and I have a lot of belief in the Lord and in these guys, who I think they're original and should be heard by the media. It's about time these original brothers come out and say, what's up, because these guys originated. And I think that up-rocking ignited b-boying, because if it wasn't for these guys, we wouldn't be on the floor. That thing started first. That's what motivated us to go down, because from the top, we felt like, let's try something on the floor. So that's what I feel, and I think this thing is going to work, because these guys, got it going on. God bless you guys and everybody here in this room, and I think this thing is going to work. Peace.
Hello, my name is Chin from Bushwick section. I grew up in a neighborhood. I didn't go to school, so I didn't get to know everyone was growing down, and I wasn't tight with them. But I was a late starter in the rocking phase. But when I saw it, I was very intrigued by it. And it looked so professional. These guys, they had their moves on cue. It was more than just people dancing. It was an element of showmanship. It's like these kids didn't know anything else about life, but they had the performing down packed to a T that it was a TV quality. And I didn't go to school in the neighborhood, so I think I was more open-minded to compare. I went to Aviation High School. I saw different phases and aspects of dancing right during the disco era. So I was able to compare and judge me what I thought was a better form of dancing. And it just so happened I happened to be in the neighborhood that was thrown down like heavy. And I was fair and open-minded, and I went with what I thought was better. And I thought the rocking was the best. Everything else to me was just some kind of a derivative, was derived from what we were doing. I thought they were copying us, but just couldn't get it right. And that's all I have to say. I'm biased, but I think I was fair when I made my choice. All right, thank you.
Keep it on the table, I guess. Why? Pete just said something. Which was up-rocking United B-boying. And we talked before, last week, we talked about how B-boying was pretty much the thing that has gotten the most media attention, in terms of where and how it originated and what is, urban dance or urban form, expression through dance and b-boying. And I had a conversation with my man from the Bronx before I got here. I was like, yo, you made up your mind? Was it up-rocking first or b-boying? And he's like, yo, I really don't know. I think it was the b-boying. Is that, do you guys agree with that? Or was the up-rocking first? And one of your recollections, personal recollections of seeing people go on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like turning it down from top dancing to
I thought b-boy came first because I mean we used to dance in the park and people were from the Bronx coming down and they started doing strange stuff we never seen before. They would throw themselves on the floor and we couldn't even figure this person out. What the heck was he doing? It's like they were dancing where the music was and not really with the music because we were all in sync. And these people were out of sync and they didn't care. They just felt they were just doing something new. We said, okay, we respected they were doing something new, but it was, but what are you doing it to? It's not this music, because when we stop, when we move, you're in something else. I thought they had a Walkman on or something because they weren't like totally out of beat.
Alright, but they were doing some things that on the floor that you pretty much
We,
had
we,
seen.
right, we were not into like dirty in our clothes. You know, we were just not gonna spin on our back like that. These guys, they didn't have no cardboard laid out for them. They just threw themselves on the ground. They came raggedy looking because they knew they were gonna get dirty. And so we couldn't figure out. Okay, one of them just like, we already were hoodlums that it was, but this guy was like, hoodlum, you know?
Right.
And he was ready to get down dirty, and I didn't want the guy touching me. Because the guy, they had no coat about themselves. They didn't care. It was like anything goes, anything goes.
Around what time this was, like a year, around what year, and
Okay, I'll tell you, from my recollection, I was about 14 when I started. And when I started, it was already happening. Rocking was about going on for 10 years already. You can tell by the music, we steps of dancing was even pre-disco. And when disco came out, right after disco, funkadelic music was coming in, and what you call the African Bombada, you know, Planet Rock was coming out. And when the music came out, then I'd say up rock started to come out with breakdancing. No, breakdance came after up rock. When they came out, that's when I started seeing the dance change. But see, the people in our neighborhood, we didn't really travel to too many neighborhoods. As like people from Manhattan and the Bronx, they were traveling all over, and that's where they tend to spread that type of dancing more. That's why I got more media. We were content with staying in the neighborhood because it was something just amongst Bushwick. And we stood here, and the competition got heavy and fierce, and that's all we even knew. And we were good at it. And that's it. If we wanted a trophy, all we had to do was go around the neighborhood and take it. I once went somewhere in the south side, Williamsburg. They did not see the way I danced. Me and Dave, remember little Dave, he used to play baseball with Danny? He used to go to his vocational high school. Me and Dave went to a south side party, and we started dancing. Although we were doing different moves, we were so much on beat, they thought we were doing a routine. And it was not a routine. It just effectively we were in sync together. We were jerking, going down at the same time, coming up with jerks and moves. But they thought we were doing a routine, and we weren't. Right, and they thought we were doing a routine.
That's how good it is.
what moves or like battles that you had with kids outside of things? You just said it was all little vibes, and that's where y'all are coming from?
That's his opinion.
That's it. Right, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
This is everyone.
And I disagree in one version in reference to, he said B-Boy came out first, Up Rock been out here. And I know brothers in their late 40s who get down and get busy. Up Rock been around like the 60s, who knows even before that. If you look at the recollection of the music we dance with, there's some records, soul records that were 1968, 69, 70. I used to see gangsters. I grew up, I was born in Grove and Knickerbocker. I used to look out my window being 11 and 12 years old, seeing gangsters dressed up, stabbing each other, doing like the stiff move. They have, I'm 34.
Strong survivors?
You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Grove and what?
Grove and Knickerbocker. I used to see brothers out my window be rocking. They were like kind of sloppy according to the way we dance now. I don't want to get to another level. But I used to see them with the hat thing, they had the rebel hat, taking it off. I think Up Rockin' was way before.
Yeah.
Way before. I recall, I'm 34 years old. I grew up in this area. I seen Up Rockin'. I went to all other neighborhoods. I seen it. And just the form, it started getting prettier, I think in the 70s, in the late 70s, getting prettier with the organization and reference to Up Rock, like groups like Dynasty, Incredible Rockers, Rock with Style, or Touch of Rock. They started making it more prettier, putting style to it. You figure it, putting style, but Up Rock came before the floor. I only used to see the brothers doing the floor when they couldn't be getting pretty on top. You know, they had no style, you know, they couldn't like do no jerks, so they figured, let me go to the floor. I had brothers they should dance against, will sniff my socks. Come to me, do lift up their leg like a dog, wanna piss on me. People like that do that to us, we just like step off, because that's not Up Rock. Up Rock, the only time Up Rockers go to the floor, if any of these veterans here tell them, is on a jerk. The only time. We don't floor, I will never get on the floor and do dirty, you know?
Before Jerk came out, my name is Noel, from Touch of Rock, a long time ago. And before the Jerk, before I started rocking, I used to go to Linden Park.
Yeah.
When Baby Kings, all these gangsters, Latin Top, they used to just step, go down, back, go step, go down, and there was no jerky. And the first person I ever saw jerk, I don't know whether like Cuz. Cuz was the first person I ever saw jerk. I'm like, what's that? And after that, I seen everybody jerking. And I started jerking. I'm like, oh shit, this is something new. But before jerk, it was just going step down, and
and that's it. And step, move, whatever. And then the jerk came out, and then it made it even, like I said, prettier, more stylish. Remember that. And I wasn't, I'm not rocking it. I was just observing. And from observing, I started rocking. Quick